Levi, everybody thinks their dad is a geek. Do you think it's funny that we think your dad is cool?
Well, I mean, he's all right. No, he's actually he's a cool guy. And I'm getting to admire him as an actor even more now. As I'm finally starting to watch some of his stuff, which is
Finally.
Yeah.
Watch Interstellar. It's pretty cool.
It's very cool.
Who is the better driver, Coop in Interstellar or Kevin in
Tell you what, I was a good bus driver, I must say. But Coop was a better flyer.
Yeah, exactly.
My man in Lost Bus was a better driver.
It took me a while to get my dad to even let me audition for it, because he really wanted to see if I wanted it or if it was just kind of, oh, okay, I hear it, can I audition for it? So it took me about 4 times to get him to say yes, and then I auditioned. It was good. Sent it in without my last name, and the director, Paul Greengrass, said, "This is the guy, this is the son." And then after it was like, this is, yeah, exactly.
There is nothing like a Jamie Lee Curtis thriller, suspense, like tough movie. But you're behind the camera,
Yes.
and not in the. And is there a moment in this movie where you're saying, "Ooh, that would have been cool to be on screen for"?
No.
Not a single moment where you're like, "That's the one I probably could have."
No. My sole purpose was to take a real story that happened. We bought the rights to a book, and my job as a producer was to really be the bridge between the real people, Kevin McKay, Mary Ludwig, Kevin, the school bus driver, Mary, the teacher, and America and Matthew. My job was to be the bridge of the real life to the movie life and make sure that we told their story with integrity, truth, and at the same time understood it was a work of fiction, really. It's a movie.
So what a huge responsibility to actually portray a role that happened in real life.
Yeah.
But also have it look big and portray the fear that was really happening to real people. How did you guys ride that line between being real to the horror of it, but also being respectful?
With the specificity of what Paul wanted on a daily basis. He's very clear on what he wants.
Yeah.
And I knew that, being my second film with Paul, so I had a feeling I knew what I was getting into. So he's very clear on the pieces he needs, and and we work on that until he gets the piece he needs, and then we move on to the next piece. And then having the real guys with me was invaluable.
It's a story about real events, but was there ever a conversation about, is this too much to show because people really go through this on a daily basis, or was there ever a discussion about respect for people who actually go through this, or was it like we show everything?
Well, of course, when I'm talking about being the bridge, that's the delicate balance. You're representing people who had this happen to them. I don't think it happens to people on a daily basis, the level of intensity, the ferocity of this fire. At the time, it was the worst and deadliest wildfire in California history. I believe it's been surpassed by the current fire, but back in 2018, it killed 85 people. And, most of those people died in their cars, trying to escape the fire. And for 8 hours, the lost bus, the reason it's called the lost bus is for 8 hours nobody knew where those kids were, because there were no communications. Everything was cut. Radio contact, no one knew anything. And so I think the responsibility is to tell it with integrity and truth and not hide from it, because people need to see what happens. Again, it's an intense movie, but it's a beautiful movie at the same time.
I mean, you're working with real fire. Is there a moment where you're like, whoa, this is actually too real?
Well, I actually never come close to the fire, because I'm the guy coordinating the firefighting. But I saw the fire set, and I can only imagine what they went through. I spoke to America, and she said it was really actually quite hairy. Yeah.
Wow. Well, congratulations,
Thank you,
and thank you for doing this.
So much.
Very important film.
Yeah, good to meet you, man. Thank you.